Hey everybody, I am David, and today I'm going to be talking about The Flash Season 3, Episode 15, The Wrath of Savitar. And in this episode, Savitar shows what he's made of. He's clearly made out of a costume now because he was CGI when we last saw him, and it looks like they're going with the guy in an actual suit, or at least I noticed in this episode, which actually made him feel a lot more real. So I'm glad they found a way to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm already talking about the episode, so let's just continue on then. First of all, I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I think this is actually the strongest episode of the season so far, and I enjoyed this season a lot. But this is really the type of episode I was waiting for. This gave us a lot of information on Savitar, giving us a little bit more hints at what's going on. It really shook the team up a lot. I really like that opening where we see all three speedsters, Barry, Wally, and Jesse, all helping Wally train to get faster so he can save his sister. I really liked a lot of that. And Wally, though, he kind of screwed up a little bit, in my opinion, when he asked Cisco to show him the event that's going to happen where Savitar kills Iris. And he noticed that Iris doesn't have a ring on her finger because Barry and Iris let everybody know that, they're going to get married. And what does Wally do? He goes straight up to Barry in front of everybody and outs him that, oh, you're only getting married to Iris because this is save her life or whatever, right? Or to change the future. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, isn't that a good thing? I mean, that's not bad when you think about it. I mean, that's good intentions right there. His intentions are noble, but at least he still loves her. And, but I'll get to the Iris thing a little bit after. So to me, on that part, I thought it was kind of dumb that Wally just got up, told everybody that, outed Barry in front of everybody. Because he should have thought, at least he's trying to save my sister. It shows that he does love her and that he's doing everything he can to try to protect her. So, Wally, you're a dumbass. Like, what the heck? I've been liking you a lot this season. Yeah, I liked it when you were introduced last season. I defended you and all that. And you go ahead and screw something this big that could have, worked the way Barry might have wanted. But no, you had to throw a wrench in there. And now it looks like things are going to go heading in that direction. I am going to say, though, I did, when Wally was fighting Savitar at the end, I thought that was insane. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. He's obviously in the Speed Force, and Barry's going to have to go there and rescue him at some point. Maybe next time. We'll have to wait and see. I did find it crazy that he saw his mom, Savitar, as his mom, but only he could see her and not Jesse. Jesse was like, what the heck is going on here? This guy, my boyfriend, is a crazy lunatic. I at the same time, I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, I really thought Wally's stuff, other than him outing Barry, I thought everything else was great with Wally. Barry, Iris, announcing that they're getting married. Awesome. That's always cool when people are getting married. I loved it when Lois and Clark got married on Smallville in the series finale. Looks like their wedding is being put on hold because of Wally. And, at first I hated Wally for that. I already went all through that. But Iris had a talk with Barry later. Thank goodness. This is why I consider these two the best TV superhero couple on television, because the writers know how to handle this relationship. They know how to give a little bit of drama here, but they know not to do the same things that other superhero TV shows seem to fall into, where they have to drag out the drama. I'm glad these two talk about it and don't keep secrets from each other for too long. This is what a relationship should be like. People talk about it when they're angry with each other. They don't I'm not going to tell him until 10 months later. No, they talk about it now. And this is what I liked that Iris pointed out to him. Look, I'm glad you want to do this for me, but I want you to marry me not out of fear. I want you to marry me, because you want to marry me as your equal. I thought that was a fair statement. Wally screwed up, but Iris redeemed what Wally had done. So all is forgiven. At least they talked it out. But I got the impression from last week that Iris, that was the plan last week when Wally did that. Because Barry made that little comment last week that, hey, when he was pulling out the ring, maybe we can change our own destinies. Destiny can't stop us from getting married, or something like that. I don't remember the exact words, but yeah. I was also kind of hurt that Joe was not hurt, but I was kind of disappointed that Joe didn't really approve. But maybe that was the hint that the writers were trying to give us, that Barry wasn't going through this proposal the proper way. I didn't think about it at the time, but now thinking about after seeing the whole episode, I thought back to it, and now it makes sense that, okay, yeah, maybe Barry didn't tell Iris that was his plan to change the future. So, yeah, this episode I thought was really strong. I even liked the part where they were all getting Savitar to talk through Julian. I thought there's some Exorcist type of scenario there where you hear another voice over someone else's, and it's a creepy voice too, and he's making all these threats. And then the fight at the end too. Like I said, I really like that they got the costume, even though you can see that the actor who's in the costume can't move as fast, I think, as they would like him to be. It's probably a heavy costume too to put on. But yeah, I really liked all that at the end there, and it's a really nice setup for what's going to come, because we know this is the episode that's starting to wind down the season now and getting us to the finale. This is the long stretch, I guess, to the finale. And Caitlin, we got some Caitlin dealing with some fear issues. That fear, she was scared to give the Philosopher's Stone, and that's why she even thought that she might be the one to betray the team. I still don't think so. I don't think that's going to be the situation. I think it's still either going to be Cisco to betray the team, or maybe even Julian. Because Julian, I don't think he's going to last this season. I don't want it to be Julian. It would be interesting to see if it was Cisco, because of that vision that Cisco had of him and Caitlin fighting. And someone came up with a theory. It was early on in the season, and some people came up with the theory that maybe Caitlin, as Killer Frost, wasn't the one actually evil, that maybe it was Cisco, and they just made it seem that way. I thought that was a nice little theory, and I'm still holding up that maybe that's what it actually will be, that Killer Frost, Caitlin, is actually good and uses her powers to fight for good, and that for some reason Cisco goes AWOL and attacks the team. There was a part of me in this episode that also thought that maybe Wally betrays the team because of the way he's been acting. But I think after Barry saves Wally, all will be good with Wally. I think he'll be back to normal without the visions, especially now that Savitar is out. He's going to be causing a lot of shit. So I think he'll not need Wally anymore. I think that's why he threw him into the Speed Force. But I'm kind of surprised that Barry didn't really think of the Speed Force at that's where Wally went, because it was the same portal that Savitar came out of. So come on, Barry, put two and two together, man. But other than that, yeah, this was a really great episode. Thought it was really strong, one of the best of the season, and I'm looking forward to next week. all is really good. Now I got to go watch the Legends of Tomorrow, and I'll be talking about that tomorrow or Thursday. I'll see, because I don't think there's Arrow tomorrow. I'll find out. And with that being said, subscribe to my channel, especially if you are a fan of these DC TV shows. Like this video if you agree with me. Comment below and share your thoughts on tonight's episode of The Flash, guys. I like hearing what other people have to say about it, especially if there's anything I probably left out. That's always because I know sometimes I forget. And until next time, take care.